Extend the perm to both. They made a clearing process. This is only a test of competition. It's not. We can't be held to this advocacy, so they don't get their cap turns because they posit themselves outside of the debate community center. We access all these arguments because we are working within the system. Like there's row evidence is talking about. It also extend the Gibbs and Graham arguments they made, which indicates that alternate small forms of resistance get co-opted by the larger state structure. This means their project is fundamentally meaningless because it doesn't affect the overall system, and the monolithic system keeps on continuing to repress arguments like theirs. Go down to the head. First, an overview. Actually, I do the link work first. There's 3 links that they don't respond to. First is secondary life rhetorical causes to justify wins. They use rhetorical causes to justify wins for themselves. This is intellectual greed. This is proven by the public-private distinction. That's the second link. They wait until they have something to gain in order to make this argument. They don't. I don't see them protesting on the internet or outside of this debate round. They're not doing this project in the private space, which proves that they're only doing it to gain wins. That's the key distinction that they're not answering. Third is privileging. They presume there is a difference between the intellectual them and the ignorant, stupid intellectual us. This ivory tower argumentation should be rejected. Sure, they're saying that we recognize the oppressed right now, but they're not doing anything with those oppressed, and that's the type of ivory tower argumentation that has led to the worst atrocities. Led to the worst atrocities in history. Additionally, they're not answering some key framing arguments. First, here's the impact overview. First, our impact proceeds there because Derrida argues that allowing intellectuals to work in its own way negates human agency. This has immediate effect inside the realm which should be preserved. Before we look at the implications of the criticism. Second, it turns their advocacy by making you their subject. They posit themselves as above you and telling you what to do. They short-circuit their own alternative and uphold the very system which they fight. That's our Derrida 5 evidence from the 1C. Third is our magnitude evidence. Third would be our way of magnitude because our Cavell card argues that allowing agents of power to assert their domination control allows for inevitable apocalyptic demise, nuclear or some other form of demise. We can't. If we are separate from the people we are trying to help, then we can never understand their problems and be able to solve them. Additionally, they also concede that there's no impact to the 1EC, which is explicitly flagged at the top of the 1NR. This is a reason to vote negative presumption first. Derrida argues that the format of debate is too restrictive. We should be arguing outside of it. This is a direct response to things like speech times, and the topic constraint is too much, which inherently constrains the project. Second, there's no outside impact. If they can prove a unique impact in this round, they should lose on presumption because there's no reason to vote for them. Third, they don't need a ballot. Voting for them does nothing but it plays into the ears of intellectual greed and causes further subjectivity. That was explained above. Going to the line by line, I guess. They say we link that. New argument should be rejected because we based our block strategy on what they say in the 2C. But all insert any link arguments and impact arguments assume the construction of subject position as a judge, as a change agent designed to legitimate their intellectualized politicking. We simply see you as a referee of the game. Additionally, he says there's no intellectual greed because we operate in the same logic. No, they're only doing this data to gain wins. I'll explain above. They say we have to recognize that this problem occurs. Yes, but you are not doing that. You are doing that from an ivory tower stance. If you do not engage what you're doing and just tell us what the problem is, that does nothing to solve your impacts. They say, let's go down to the perm. I don't want to drop that. First of all, the extent that the term still needs to be vote neg, this is a damning session. They don't have to judges don't have to subscribe to the traditional forms of argumentation where if they win they get valid. That would best rupture the system if you vote negative even if they win. Additionally extend or other arguments that it's a double line because either it retains the link because we still get the impact level or it's separate, so they separate out of the links we criticize means vote. They can shift out of strategy, making it possible to be next second. What? And there's no net benefit to the firm means that you should prefer the risk of the link. They say non-competitive parts. This is all is mutually exclusive as per the link arguments because you can't criticize something and that we are criticizing at the same time. They say Gross talking about debate space. Yes, he's talking about the public space, not specifically policy debate. Additionally. Extend the alternative. I already answered that. That we can posit you as outside you as dynamic thinkers, which allows you to rupture the forms of hegemonic thought that they criticize.
You have 320.